Welcome to Armas, everyone. The 10mm auto is a popular Woods defense caliber. As a testament to its prowess, the government of Denmark issued the Glock 20 in 10mm to their serious sled patrol as a last resort defense against polar bears. These bears are considered one of the largest bears in the world. Today we'll be testing three types of cartridges: the 200 grain fusion bonded soft point, Federal 200 grain Swift A-frame, and Underwood's 200 grain hardcast ammunition. For this penetration test, we will be using a tough hard barrier target. Our testing medium will comprise of 10 LVL wooden boards. These boards are stronger, denser, and more uniform than pine. Before heading out to the range, I would like to give a big shout out to Carol and Vincent's Rifle Range for sponsoring our membership and providing us with an exceptional opportunity to film our videos in a safe and friendly environment. See you all at the range. Welcome to Armas, everyone. This is the 6-hour X10 5-inch barrel, and this is Federal Fusion Soft Point 200 grains. Let's see how they do on the LVL boards. So as you can see, the boards right there, those boards are 10 LVL boards, and they're thicker, stronger, and more uniform than pine. So let's see how they do. These are Federal Fusion 200 grain soft point. Next up is Federal Swift A-frame, and these are 200 grain 10mm loads, and they're in here. And finally, we have Underwood ammo, 200 grain hardcast. So we're 7 yards away from it. And this is the bonded bullet, this is the Swift A-frame, and this is the hardcast, and they're all 200 grain. Okay, so just to recap, we have the bonded soft point that went through the first board and lodged itself in the second board, right there, right at the entrance, you can see it. The hardcast, also a 10mm, 200 grain, actually lodged itself at the end of the second board. And then the winner, the Swift A-frame, 200 grain 10mm, lodged itself at the entrance of the third board. So that is the winner, and you can see it right there. Okay, I'm here at my backyard, and just to recap, so the bonded soft point only went into the second board, as you can see it there. And that's just at the entrance. Probably the leading edge is at the midway point, so only to the second board. The Swift A-frame made it into the third board, so obviously that's the winner. And I was wrong about the hardcast. I thought initially it just came out of the second board, but it actually made an indentation, as you can see right there, on the third board. So A-frame went into the third board, and hardcast made an indentation on the third board. So wow, pretty good results. So this is the bonded soft point, so you can see it right here, and it's lodged in the second board. So I'm going to try to dig it out. And as you can see, that is really good expansion. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Look at that expansion right there. And that is what a bonded bullet does. It stays intact, but it expands violently. So great expansion. And that's probably why we didn't get that much penetration. Okay, so now we're going to look for the hardcast that almost made it out of the second LVL board, and you can see it right there. So let me see if I can dig it out with my knife here. As you can see, practically on its way out. Look at that, right there. And you can see that the black cherry coating completely rubbed off. And you can see right there, there's a lot of deformation. So did pretty good, made an indentation on the third board. Finally, the A-frame stopped in the third board. So it's 1, 2, this is the third board. So you can see right there that it's still lodged in there. This is the third board. See, that's the indentation from the hard cast. This is the A-frame right there. And let me see if we can dig this one out. And there you have it. Whoa. This is the A-frame. And wow, that was deep in there. And as you can see, there's very little deformation. So essentially it acted like a Full Metal Jacket or like a monolithic. So that's the A-frame. So there you have them. In first place you have the Swift A-frame that made it into the third board. Then you have in second place the hard cast that made an indentation on the third board. And then finally you have the bonded soft point that actually made it into the second board. So this is the only one we missed on camera, and this was the 200 grain Swift A-frame. And as you can see, that one has an average of 1,093. The lowest was 1,075, and the highest was 1,107. Surprisingly, Federal Swift A-frame penetrated deeper than even the hardcast, albeit but not by much. Underwood's 200 grain hardcast managed to punch the third LVL board hard enough to leave a deep indentation along with bullet material. By contrast, Fusion's bonded soft point expanded the most, but as a result only penetrated midway into the second board. Evidently, these bullets have unique features to offer the consumer. Whether it may be expansion or deep penetration, your situation and personal preferences will determine your selection. Interestingly enough, the previous hard barrier test consisting of the 3 standard handgun calibers using Underwood hardcast ammo yielded similar results. They all made it into the second board, while only one making a shallow indentation into the third board. With that being said, my friends, if you venture into the woods this summer, stay safe and stay armed. We'll see you next time.